as an 11-year-old girl, even though you'd gone to this prep school, when you'd done something like that, then you went back to Cardiff the next day and people had seen it, did it change immediately your friendship groups? Did people start going, you're a bit posh or you're a bit...
No, not really. I mean, I think up until... And even, like, more into the process when I was, like, 13, 14, 15, nobody cares. Kids and teenagers are so egocentric. So it was all about, especially when I was a teenager, it was all about I come home from, like, you know, singing for the president or whatever, and everybody would be completely disinterested in what I'd been doing, and I was completely disinterested in what I'd been doing, because it was all about, right, what's happened, who snogged who, you know, who was at the underage disco, what's gone on, has anybody got pissed, let me know, sort of thing,
But that kind of journey, though, as a child, difficult anyway. You were doing that growing up, and not just in the public eye of being well known here, but also you've been taken over to the States,
And yeah, it was difficult because I was, you know, when I was 14 especially, I remember just being like unbelievably negative and and I hated everything and oh my God, I don't want to do this and all of this sort of stuff.
But you still had the discipline, because everything that I've read about you is where you were going through that phase and you were saying like you're 14, you hated it, you didn't want to do it, but you can't do what you were doing by just turning up. You still had to put the rehearsal time in, so the amount of rebellion you could do was pretty limited anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I loved the music. I always loved the music, and when I was doing classical stuff, I got to travel around the world and sing with like incredible orchestras everywhere, which is an amazing feeling. And music was never a problem, and I loved that. It was all the rest of it. It was just, you know, sort of being on TV and doing photo shoots and travelling a lot when I just wanted to go home and snog boys and, you know, be a part of the whole thing that was going on, which I still did. And I got up to as much trouble as I possibly could. He was like, just go in through the back, through the beer garden, and then you can start loading, you know, loading all the instruments and stuff in. It was like, great. There was a guy in the beer garden who just had a pint of beer. He was just bleeding from the head. I was like, OK. All right, this is going to be an interesting one.